through here and check the audio as we can.
All right.
Nothing sounds bad. Everything sounds pretty clear, right?
So far, it seems okay.
Okay. Anything wrong with it?
No. Seemed clear when it started.
Okay.
Let's just give it a few minutes, see how we sound as we go. Yeah, no, actually, it sounds really good. Have you played the DLC, the Tokyo level for Shadow Generations?
I've not. Haven't started.
Play.
I'll do it before Thursday. I still gotta watch Knuckles.
I do too.
I've just cranked the bit rate. Let's see what that does.
Yeah, no, honestly, the audio sounds better than it has been before, like, real clear.
Okay, then I think we're ready to go.
I think so.
I haven't changed the bitrate on my streams in a long time, so I probably could be pushing this a little bit more, even on the old computer. But
I'm gonna send a notification out to the group, let them know we're live.
You know, I've just realized I don't have proper B-roll here. I don't think I have anything for. And I did this on. I played on PC, so how do I? Let's see. Sonic Super Stars. Regular. We're just going to run a trailer. What's the longest trailer I could find? Battle mode.
Phone is muted. Everything is good.
We're going to be using GameSpot's. Did it again. 9 minutes of Sonic Superstars gameplay for our B-roll.
Perfect.
I met and hung out for a few minutes with some GameSpot adjacent people at the Game Awards on Thursday. So I think that's good enough as far as asking for permission. I have a photo with people who work for the same company. That's what I'm going to say is my excuse here. Thank you for GameSpot's footage.
That is all you need. Yeah,
That's
thanks, GameSpot.
Thanks, GameSpot. There we go. We're going to turn off the B-roll just to save a little resources. There we go. Okay. I'm going to be muting that. Playing that on loop. Can I go here without that? Nope, that's going to fuck that up. Okay. So I can't look at the stream while I'm doing this. This is just, it is what it is. Oh, wait, no, I can't.
I have my eyes on it.
Uh-oh. Our sheet's being exposed.
Don't show it to the world. No!
So much exposure.
I've already added superstars to the list. We just have to move it around when the time comes.
Okie dokie. And then if I put this here...
That's if it gets put anywhere other than where it already is. We'll see.
Wait, sorry, what did you do?
I put it at the bottom at 32. And I said we'll move it if need be, if the call arises for it.
Oh, Sonic Superstars?
Maybe it's just default 32.
That might be the future of this title. You never know. We'll see. Depends on how one of us is particularly feeling about this title. Alrighty, let's get this started here. I'm rolling the intro right now.
All right. Sounds good.
Wake up, everybody, and welcome back to Ranking Sonic Games. I'm your host, Bander SN, and joining me for the penultimate episode is the master of all things episode, Joey Spicy Fries. Hello, Joey.
Yes, it is me. How are you, Bander?
I'm actually doing great. We start off this day. It is way later than we normally record. And that is because I am rocking a brand new computer, and with that comes a whole host of issues that could arise. But you know what? Did pretty okay with getting everything into place. It was a fool's errand to expect that I would have had this done at our usual time. I was completely. I'll be honest with you, Joey. I was asleep until 8:40.
That's fair. You've been busy. You've been going around, seeing some awards get handed out. How was your time at the Video Game Awards?
I had a great time at the Game Awards. It was the 10th anniversary show, so they had a lot of fun stuff to look at. Got to see Harrison Ford on stage. That was pretty cool. Who else? We got
they had the guy from Helldivers there live, yeah, in his suit of armor. That's pretty cool.
That color scheme they got going for that game is so cool. The yellow and blue is a personal favorite of mine.
It's something like made just for you.
Made just for me.
And then we got Astrobot winning Game of the Year. That's
Astrobot Game of the Year. I screamed. I popped off so hard when I heard that. I do my top 10 every year, and no spoilers, but Astrobot will be on there. And yes, spoilers, it will be very high up there. So it was exciting to me because there were about 4 games from those 6 that I was like, I as long as one of these 4 wins it, I'll be really happy. If Balatro won, I would have been pretty thrilled. Metaphor, I've been playing Metaphor. That's a great game. I haven't finished it though, so it's kind of that would have been my 4th pick on there. And then I love Rebirth. That'll also be very high on my list.
Balatro getting the nomination alone is amazing because that game is great, but I would not have thought it would have even come close to winning Game of the Year.
It goes to show you that the voting population, like the outlets that are able to do so, if something can really spark into that scene, that sort of media scene, then it has a very good shot of getting nominated. I think Balatro was just that game that really, really caught fire. And then had that double dip when it went to mobile.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we did get a pretty exciting Sonic announcement at the Game Awards. Did you see it?
It's true. I did, yes. That was pretty awesome.
Sonic Racing, what is it, Crossroads? Give it a Google for me real quick.
I got you.
As I'm unable to Google things right now because I don't have my third monitor.
That's okay. Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
That is very interesting title. I don't know what exactly that means. Hopefully that just means Sega games?
Maybe. Could be.
Maybe we're back to Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing sort of style.
That Shadow trailer, though, was pretty sick.
Yeah, I just love the fact they use Shadow. Your fearless year of Shadow continues.
For real, I love it.
Yeah.
All hail Shadow.
After Team Sonic Racing kind of is just kind of a bleh, like who cares? I'm glad to see that they're not giving up on this kind of line of Sonic games because they are 2 out of 3 bangers. 1 just kind of meh. Team Sonic Racing, not a bad game, just kind of boring. And when it comes out the same year as Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, it's like it's not even close. It's such it's almost an embarrassment how much better that game is.
I feel like coming off of the new generations, this being titled Sonic X Shadow Racing, I feel like that would have worked. You know,
been fun.
But I'm cool with it just being Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Shadow's got a prominent side in this.
Yeah, for sure. I would be interested if they had like I want to know what the mindset is for this one. Are they actually going to? Because it was just the Team Sonic Racing had so little content. That was the biggest issue of it. There's so much you can do in a Sonic Racing game now. You can have so many characters. There's so many cool things to pull from. I hope they just kind of. If you
Marine.
say Marine, I would prefer Trip being that game than Marine. Yeah, so that's awesome. We unfortunately did not take home any awards this year for Sonic, even though Generations one of the best games, in my opinion, of this year. I think
Sonic up there.
Yeah, I think they should have a. There's a lot of categories that I think they should have at the Game Awards. I honestly don't understand why they don't put in more categories when it's not like. What are we? Are these trophies expensive? Why don't we just have like 20 more categories? Right. You have to have a limit eventually, but you could do Platformer of the Year. I could name you 5 platformers right now that are easily worthy of a nomination, better than what they had in the Fighting Game of the Year this year, which was what they had. What's that WB game called? Multiverses, which won last year. Like that game already won Fighting Game of the Year. I don't understand why that's even there.
Right. That's like it's the same as Elden Ring's DLC being nominated for Game of the Year. It's not a game; it's a DLC.
Yeah, I'm still of the mindset that like it can be nominated. It just has to be so much better than anything else that it's without question a nominee. I would have preferred seeing like Silent Hill 2 or maybe like a Tekken 8 or even like a Dragon get that nomination, but you know it's fine. It as long as it didn't win, I'm fine with whatever happened, which it didn't.
Right.
And I love Elden Ring. I love Shot. I'm really excited for that freaking roguelike Elden Ring that's coming out next year.
That does look really good, yeah.
Multiplayer roguelike Elden Ring is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I heard it's gonna have bosses from Dark Souls. Dark Souls, which one?
We only saw ones from Dark Souls 3, I think, but I think they said that there's going to be some from the whole franchise.
That's so cool.
Stuff. Yeah, I mean, you could do Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, Astrobot, Sonic X Shadow Generations. There's that Nico DeRico game that looked pretty sick. That Donkey Kong like kind of game. Then Princess Peach's Showtime. Why not? That could have been 5 platformers right there.
Sure, definitely. But no.
Fortunately not. Subscribe to GameSpot. Let's talk about Sonic Superstars. Now 15 minutes.
Let's do that. Let's talk about the game that we're here for.
Sonic Superstars is a game, and you know, I have to do it. I have to go over the history of when this game was revealed and the trailers. But this one is actually kind of special because you and I saw the reveal of this game at Summer Game Fest 2023 at the YouTube Theater in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We were there for that. That was pretty special.
That was very special.
It's very funny how many different little... I feel like I have a touchstone for every single one of these games that we have, but this one is like actually kind of cool. And I remember really being excited about this game when they first announced it. I was like, oh wow.
It did look like a lot of fun, I remember. Yeah,
the new Super Mario Bros-esque-ness of it was very apparent from the get-go. And came out 2023. Didn't have... It's 70s in terms of reviews. A good game is what the people generally considered it. I think Sonic fans seem to be like, yeah, it's pretty good. Not exactly what we're looking for. I think the general consensus from the hardcore and the softcore fans alike was that they kind of just wish they had a Mania 2 at this point, and not the sort of
a little continuation.
Yeah. What did you think of the game, Joey?
I mean, overall, I thought it was fun. I thought it was very kid-friendly and easy at some parts, especially the bonus games when chasing the Chaos Emeralds, the swinging around.
Except for one specific level that was like, what?
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, it was a good time. I feel like this is a very small game following Frontiers. You know, like obviously Frontiers was huge and massive open world, but this just feels tiny, like going a little backwards, I guess.
Yeah, I before I even tell you my thoughts on it, I like the 2 pillars. I like when Mario and now more recently Zelda is able to balance between here's the big 3D like super game like a Breath of the Wild and an Odyssey, and then here's your 2D games that are, you know, pushing the boundaries in more creative ways like Wonder and Echoes of Wisdom.
Sure.
Superstars feels like that good balance between, you know, we're gonna try new things with the Frontiers and 3D space, but then you come back to old reliable the 2D games. I think Sonic 2D games should exist for the rest of video game existence. Sure. I'm always be excited for a new 2D game. Joey, I really like this game. I thought this game was actually pretty great. I was so shocked as I'm playing this. I'm like, is this game good? Wow, I actually kind of love this game. Not like the best game ever, but
no.
I'm shocked this game got the reception it did, but also not, because it's like the review scores seem pretty on par, maybe a little low for what I would say. But like you said, this is a more kid-friendly Sonic game. This is actually where I would tell any younger player or new fan who wants to try out Sonic to jump in. They throw rings at you like no one's business, and I kind of love that. It just always there's those parts where you're like zooming on like a path of rings and you're getting like 100 at a time. Like that's just kind of fun.
The golden capital or citadel, that one. Yeah,
that's very fun.
And you know the funny part of it is they really don't even have to give you that many rings. There's no lives. There's no game over.
I love that. I love not having lives.
Great. It's great.
Yeah, I played Tails like I did with Mania. I have discovered I really love playing as Tails in the first go through. I feel like Tails is always just a good character to get your feet wet in these levels, like learn the gimmicks without kind of getting frustrated with something that kind of shunts you into the space you're not really trying to go. And yeah, you get to kind of take your time a little bit more and then run through it a lot faster when you go in for like Sonic or Knuckles.
Right.
Playable Amy is awesome. I think that's cool. I know there's like a special trip campaign that you can do.
I didn't get to that.
When you beat the game, you unlock like a trip campaign.
Right. I mean, I didn't try it, is what I mean. I think one thing that's cool is even if you just play Sonic the entire time, like there's Act Knuckles for one zone, there's Act Amy for one zone. You get to play as them and try them out, even if you just want to do the whole Sonic run through. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's the fruit levels. I didn't exactly understand what the differences between those were, but I thought that's fun for there to be like kind of special levels you can unlock as well.
Yeah, like all the different bonus levels that there was.
Yeah, I mean, other than like specific levels, gimmicks that might have been like, oh, I don't really love this one, I had a really fun time with this. It was very refreshing to have this basically new Super Mario Bros.-esque kind of Sonic game, than beyond just like Sonic 4, which is so just like and then like Rush Adventure, which kind of try to do too much beyond the basic levels. No, this is just a bunch of fun levels. I really loved that cyberspace level. I thought that was the best level in the entire game. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I wish there was more of this even.
Yeah, seriously. Or I wish you could like run around digital like that in all the levels. It looked so neat and just I loved it.
The battle mode. Obviously this game is made for like multiplayer stuff. I wish I had a little bit more time. We can try that out and give that a try. But honestly,
we still could. No worries, no rush.
Yeah, 100%. No Sonic Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked that each of the emeralds had like a different ability. That was cool.
Yeah, a little broken when you're using those against boss fights, but I don't care. I've played so many of these freaking Sonic boss fights. Nothing's really new to me. So having these like kind of cheap cheesy powers just kind of blast through them, I was like, this is fun. And as a kid, that's a great way to give them an ability just to kind of get through levels in whatever fun way they kind of want to. Not all the powers are great. I don't think the water power... I don't think I used the water power once. I think that stems from when you're able to unlock them.
There's like certain parts in the stages when they become available to use, which is pretty cool. Like you can't just use them at any point.
Yeah. I like that they brought back Fang,
the
sniper.
The hunter. Yeah.
It's Fang the hunter now? Okay, because they didn't want to say sniper.
Yeah, that's what it says here. Fang the sniper was originally.
Yeah.
I guess the hunter in this game.
Is there any? Do you have any information on Trip?
Trip the Sun Gazer.
Yeah, Trip the Sun Gazer.
So, cool character. I like her. She's really cool. Yeah. She's an anthropomorphic. What animal are you? That's the animal, a sun gazer.
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm looking at the wiki. Yeah, go for it.
Sun gazer is a lizard, a giant girdled lizard.
That makes sense.
Oh, these are cute.
Because
look at these things. Look at these little freaks.
That makes sense that she's a lizard because if you have all the emeralds collected by a certain point at the Golden Citadel, she turns into a dragon from their power.
I got that cutscene.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. Just fun. Fun little game. I don't have a ton to say about it other than like, if you're the most hardcore of Sonic fans looking for something really challenging to wet your whistle. I think there's a challenge mode in this game. I think Trip's thing is like a challenge mode, and there's like a hard mode as well. There's lots here for you, even if you're not like a younger player. Yeah, I mean, the one complaint I have is I don't think the music was great.
It's very classic
generic.
Sonic-esque, Yeah, by now, anything like that just sounds like something we probably have heard before, but has a little bit of a difference to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that like the advanced games had particularly great music. I think Rush had fantastic music, so this is kind of like in that advanced kind of section for me. Yeah. Do you have anything more to say about it? I know this is a little short, but that's kind of all I have.
It's unfortunately a very small game. My favorite, let's all say, your favorite zone was the which one?
The cyberspace one.
For cyberspace one. I liked the casino one. It was pretty fun. It's a classic casino Sonic-esque level.
Was that like pinball? Pinball?
Oh yeah, mostly pinball.
Yeah.
You can't be Sonic without pinball.
Mm-hmm.
The bosses were fun. All pretty easy. Had their challenges, but not too hard.
Nothing too surprising in those ones.
No, not really.
Yeah, I guess that, when you compare this to like Mania, it's hard. It's hard with Mania being having so many fun little moments where each boss fight really feels like something special. Like there was a lot of creative ideas here, whereas this is just kind of a little bit of what would you call it? Like not playing the hits. A little bit.
I don't know.
Nothing really stood out as far as the boss fights go. I don't particularly remember any of them that I would say like, oh, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that challenge. It was just a lot of basic Eggman robot stuff, which is not a problem. It's not a knock against it. It just doesn't wow me like a Mania does, or even some of them are classic games.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Mania too. This was still fun though.
Yeah.
Maybe we will get a Mania 2 one day. Who knows?
Mania, yeah, maybe. After Penny's Big Breakaway, probably didn't do too fantastically for the Mania team. I like it, but I wouldn't say that that's a resounding success that Mania was. But it's hard to compete a indie platformer new IP to a Sonic game. So
true. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about Sonic Superstars.
That's it. Yeah, give it a shot. I recommend it to any player who likes Sonic.
A lot of fun, for sure.
Give it a try. There's plenty of fun to be had. I'm definitely higher on it than I think your average reviewer does say about it. But yeah, I just saw a little thing with you can see Tails kind of running around in the background of one of these levels as you're playing as Sonic.
Yeah, that was neat too. You can see them in certain places. Yeah.
I guess you could say that the dual layered of the levels was a unique touch for this game, where you get to jump in the background.
Yeah, it'll spring you back, and then you're on a track back there, and then you come back forward. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I guess I'm ready to rank it.
I too am ready to rank it.
Let's bring up the list.
I'm ready to read this gigantic list.
Go for it.
On the list this week, starting at number 1, we have Sonic Mania, Sonic 2, Shadow Generations, Sonic & Knuckles, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Generations, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Rush, Sonic Advance 3, Sonic Colors Wii, Sonic 3, Sonic Unleashed Wii, Sonic the Movie 2, Sonic Unleashed 360, Sonic the Movie, Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Forces, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic CD, Sonic Advance 1, Sonic 1, Sonic Top Golf, Sonic Lost World, Sonic 4 Episode 2, Sonic in the Black Knight, Sonic Colors DS, Sonic 4 Episode 1, Shadow, Sonic and the Secret Rings, and at 32, Sonic 06. Does it stay there? I think it does.
This man is past 3rd grade.
Oh man, if I have to be honest about Sonic Superstars,
it's definitely I think I like it more than Advance 2 at the very least.
Okay. All right.
That's kind of like the bottom the bottom space I'm willing to talk about.
Oh, that's your low point. Okay.
Yeah, the lowest I'm willing to talk about, I think. Why, do you have
okay.
Do you have another spot?
I was thinking lower.
How low?
I was gonna put it under Frontiers at 18.
Oh, under Frontiers. Do you like Frontiers more?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. I want to go back and finish it some more. But if you're willing to put Superstars higher, I'm willing to consider that too.
It's one of those things where I kind of like this better than... Like, it's definitely not above Sonic 3. That's for sure.
Okay,
I wouldn't
so
say
12 to 16 range is what we're talking. Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's a good game.
It is a good game. Under Unleashed Wii. At 13.
I'd put it just under Unleashed 360 at 15. That's my spot. Where did you go?
15. I said 13, but 15 works for me.
Oh, now you're at 13.
Yeah, under Unleashed Wii.
Oh, 13. So you changed it from 18.
From 18 to 13, yeah.
Okay, so then if we're doing some little averages, I said 15, you said 13, so that means it's going 14. We're above Sonic Unleashed 360.
All right.
Alrighty. Sonic Unleashed 360 is always that game of like you were trying to do so much here, and there's just a couple of critical points that I wish you did a little bit better for this big game.
Right. Okay, I am changing on the spreadsheet.
And so I'm gonna open up Photoshop. Sonic Frontiers.
I'm missing on the spreadsheet. Why is this only totaling 32 and that's already 32?
Are you missing Frontiers? Let me see. Let me finish with this. File, export.
Oh, we are.
Export
Okay,
PNG.
I'll fix that.
Post overlay and save. There we go. Number 14, Sonic Superstars. A very good game. Very enjoyed it. I was surprised. I played it over my trip this week. It was my sort of car ride game. Had a lovely time. I love puddle of cheese.
Switch or your Steam Deck?
Steam Deck.
Gotcha.
Ran great on Steam Deck. No problems with it.
Very nice.
Yeah. I think if they were to do like if that team were to be handled like a sequel, Sonic Superstars 2, it's gonna just be about more characters, a little bit more vibrancy in the level design because it does have that sort of new Super Mario Bros. Sterile look to it in a sense.
Yeah.
Music has got to be much more improved, and then maybe get some boss a little more razzmatazz.
Razzle dazzle.
In the razzle dazzle in the boss design, at least for me. I like all the modes though. I think those are great additions.
No, yeah, I agree. A lot of different ways to enjoy the game, which is cool.
Yeah. It gets a little difficult trying to assess these games when your kind of goal is to get through them as quickly as possible because it's like it's a lot of Sonic games to play. So
it's true.
Really skipping out on certain features. So you got to look at these things as like if I'm a kid, if I'm 10 years old and I'm getting Sonic Superstars, what's in this game that is actually going to make me, happy? And the fact that I'm not going to, I only get, one game, maybe a couple games a year. So having this as my one game a year, is this going to piss me off? I would probably tell you to get Mario Wonder instead, but if Sonic Superstars, not a bad number 2. This did come out
number 2.
a few days before Mario Wonder, so that was a pretty big problem. And Spider-Man 2.
Oh, wonderful timing.
Yeah.
Number 14. I like it. That's a good spot on the list.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, we have... do you want to talk about our Generations DLC?
Yeah, sure. I tried out the level. It takes place in Tokyo from Sonic, the third Sonic movie. It's got Keanu Reeves speaking. It's so cool. So very cool.
That's awesome.
It takes a quick double take looking back at like the movie skin in game form. Like, yeah, it's cool, but it's like, oh, it's kind of unnatural for a second.
It's a little weird looking.
once you get running, it's just so cool. You're gonna love the level.
There's 2 levels, right? In Act 1 and Act 2?
I didn't see a second act pop up when I finished it, so I will go take another look. But yeah, something was up with it because when I downloaded it, it wouldn't even prompt the first level. Like I had to keep restarting the game.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll have thoughts on it on the next one because this week is the week. It is finally time. We are going to be watching the Sonic 3 movie this Thursday. I'm going to the special fan event 4DX showing at 3 p.m. on Thursday. So I'm going to be, jostling around in my little theater seat while little kids scream at the death of poor Maria.
No, not Maria.
Not Maria.
Yeah, I'll be going at 7:45, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time.
Do we want to try to do the show Thursday night?
We could. I won't be home probably till around, I want to say 10:30. But if you're down for it, I am too.
I'm down. I'm down to do it. I guess we'll have that.
Hey.
fresh eyes on the product.
Very.
We'll be able to get that SEO real easy. I'll just title it Sonic 3 movie review.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and Knuckles.
And that will be the final installment of this list. For now. There are future games coming.
But yes,
we'll be on this.
Lost Worlds?
Crossworlds.
Racing.
Yeah.
I can definitely promise that we'll do any new game that pops up, new full 3D, full mainline Sonic game, something like Crossworlds, might just be something we throw in there just because we're playing it and we're like, yeah, it's cool. Let's talk about it. I do want to eventually just make this the most nonsensical thing possible by throwing in every Sonic thing we could possibly do. Like, am I going to find my old Tiger Electronics, Sonic McDonald's Happy Meal toys and rank those? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will. So, we'll do Riders, we'll do Sonic R, Sonic Fighters, Sonic Rivals, Sonic Battle, Sonic Shuffle.
Too much Sonic.
We'll all suffer. You'll all suffer with us on this dastardly list. But yeah, we're definitely going to take a nice long break from this once we finish up with our Sonic 3 movie. I'm so happy I'm done playing Sonic games. I can't anymore.
Taking a nice break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some news on a bigger new Sonic project. I really still to this day hope they remake Adventure 1, Adventure 2. I think those games are so great, but there's so many people who have trouble picking them up these days because of, they're janky as all hell, and I can admit that. But there's still a lot of good in them that I think a remake can solve.
A remake would be great. I would look forward to that, definitely.
Yeah. Alrighty. Short episode, but sweet. I enjoyed the game. Enjoyed talking about it with you, Mr. Spicy Fries.
Always a good time. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody who was here.
Thank you. Appreciate you all. Goodbye.
We will see you Thursday.